I get more ass than a toilet seat.
Maybe something on her mind. I'm surprised I'm not...
I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Space. You certainly know her a lot better than I do.
But she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of the club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself.
Yeah? Are you sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone.
Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest.
Person of interest? What do you mean by that?
I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Space.
Oh, me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion?
Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know.
Eh?
She's been so much happier since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her.
What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been.
Uh-huh. You're so funny, Space. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you?
Ugh.
You're so out of it. I said too much.
What if we edit her image?
I don't know.
Like I go into paint and then like fucking... let's not do it now because it might fuck up the game. But I do want to experiment with that.
That's an interesting idea. Yeah, maybe if you want to do like a clean restart or something and just start fucking with it and see what happens. I think that's a
now
great
I
idea.
want to see what it looked like at the beginning of the game.
Jesus. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now.
Oh. Alright. Maka smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Maka stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in the one next to her own.
I didn't mean to bother you or anything.
Relax. You didn't even do anything.
But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts.
Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell I was thinking like that?
Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that.
In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern.
Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concerns of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping them themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen.
Oh, it's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori.
Sayori.
Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if there's something happened to her.
Oh? That's quite romantic.
Eh?
Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid.
It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time, that's all.
Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings.
Or maybe I'm just reading it into it a little too much, which is what teenagers do all the time.
I definitely kept notes on boys that I thought had a crush on me. Like
Slightly.
there was a notebook.
That's okay.
Space.
You want me to edit that out?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
The world is full of meaning, often hidden beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them.
Oh. So you think there might be something behind this after all?
I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today, too. And I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying her thoughts, wasn't she?
Well, I guess that was the case.
Sayori. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she?
I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all.
You're really pushing that friends narrative, even though you're...
Friends.
Like, you've been eager to get in the pants of everybody, like, since you joined the club.
Well, for her... Oh, I'm trying to get into that.
Yeah, but on the first day, you were like, how am I gonna deal with being around all these pretty girls?
Yeah.
Is being friends really going to be enough? And now you're like, nope, me and Sayori, just friends.
Just friends. But you, Yuri, will be special friends. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she were searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze.
Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold, even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her.
Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings.
The mark of a good visual novel is that, like, it makes you feel like you're actually getting closer to these characters. And you do kind of feel like Yuri's tangible. Like, you have a relationship of some kind.
I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you are.
That's not a compliment, is it?
It is what it is.
What?
What? Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading?
Oh my god, stop. Sexual reading. Well, as long as you're okay with it.
Yeah.
Mutual consent is important.
Yes. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway.
Okay, everyone!
Oh, we skipped it.
Can't be reading. No reading allowed.
After some time passes, Maka calls out... No. After some time passes. So we read off screen.
Yeah. Or fucked? Is that
no, I think it's off screen. Why don't we share our poems now?
Yeah. Why don't we share our poems now?
Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Maka, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. This might work out pretty okay, because we accidentally put some points into Sayori.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think it'll cheer her up?
I think it'll cheer her up.
We did, yeah. Give it a shot.
But first...
Your girlfriend.
Yeah, my girl...
Your waifu, Yuri. Best girl.
Attempted girlfriend.
Space. Your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally.
Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. It's also the skirt I'm chasing
so?
after. Yuri gently smiles to herself.
These tiny Japanese schoolgirl skirts. I'd be really uncomfortable going to school in a skirt like that.
Yeah, me too.
This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought I would feel like this.
Oh, look at that. She's smiling and blushing. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame.
Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice.
What do you mean?
Well,
Yuri smiles sadly.
space. During lunchtime, I eat by myself.
NANI?!
The music got sad, did you hear?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it on the bars there.
Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make you a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People
say that about you?
I'm not a know-it-all, Space. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time.
I haven't really done anything.
No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Space. I speak too slowly. Second-guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy.
I see. Well, I treat you how...
Nice.
Ruined it.
Yep,
Ruined
absolutely.
it. Fuck. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club in hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you?
If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we?
Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want me to show you? Do you want to show me?
I'll show you mine if you show me
You want
yours.
to show?
Yeah.
Is this why I can't talk to girls?
I think there's something wrong with your brain. I do. Let me get it for you.
Ghosts Under the Light, Part 2.
Ooh.
Okay. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure closes its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds, the silhouette glows, closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. He steps into the spotlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds as he raises his arm. Time stops. Zoedo!
Oh my god, please no.
Sorry.
Fucking JoJo.
I
I told you, you literally cannot live without making JoJo references.
JoJo's great. Sorry. Okay. The only...
Collect yourself.
Okay. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, choosing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion.
Ooh.
Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri. But instead of taking it from me, she looks away.
She wrote it for you.
No.
Do you dislike it?
No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about.
I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one.
That's fine. I understand this one.
Hmm.
Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual.
That is pretty sweet. She's confessed her feelings in a form.
Oh.
And this is all she can do.
Yeah.
Does this... Oh, no, it's you.
Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I ain't really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her.
I've never actually had an interaction this fluid in high school.
No. Never. But instead, Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch.
You can... The poem is...
Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete
That's
sentence.
more like it.
Yeah. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles, as if she doesn't want me to notice.
You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes.
Yeah. Don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back toward me.
I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later.
Yeah. I'm sure we will.
New theory.
Like when we walk home.
New theory. Yuri's a vampire and Monica knows it and she's trying to protect her from drinking your blood. Protect you from that.
So what's Monica?
Van Helsing.
No, I mean like...
I think they told you she's a squid. I feel like it's clear.
I guess. I don't know. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away.
I'm not serious about this theory,
Okay.
but I think it'd be fun.
Alright.
Any other voice, please.
Okay. Let's go with Sayori. Let's cheer her up.
That's nice, I guess.
Come on, I can already tell you don't like it.
Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you?
Only partially.
Absolutely! You didn't even try to write it for her.
I mean, but parts
You
of it
accidentally got some Sayori words in there and you're trying to pass it off like you're trying to make her feel better now.
Look, it's... Alright.
Lie to her face.
I didn't write this for anyone specifically.
Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're still happy too, right? In this club?
Well, of course I am.
Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Space.
Sayori, is there something wrong?
Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today.
Alright. Just tell me if you need anything.
I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now.
If you insist.
Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sayori,
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom,
Classroom.
humming to herself. Man, I feel bad. Damn it.
We have your save file, right?
Yeah, I do. Natsuki. She's gonna fucking hate it.
Yeah, no thanks.
You didn't even...
She's my girl.
Next.
Love it. Love it.
That is you.
Because she remembers last week.
Yeah. Well, also, you're up every time I try to show you some bullshit.
Hey, dude, if you wrote a poem, I'd read your poem.
Yeah,
But
but
because
like,
the bullshit you sent me is like, you know, JoJo clips with SpongeBob in them, and you can fuck off.
yeah, and you're always like unsubscribe. I'm like, you can't unsubscribe to me.
You do find like the dankest memes.
I do.
It's pretty
Oh, I gotta show you.
high octane.
I gotta show you a fucking. What's his name?
Hard pass.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, it is me.
I gotta show you a Frank Reynolds like political
You
matrix.
keep sending me these like news articles, and I don't click on them because like the title tells me the link has the title in it, and that tells me everything I need to know. Like, let me find one real quick.
Yeah. Let's go, Maka.
Always. Hi, Space. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival?
Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands.
Your style's gotten so refined, Space. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she?
Well, I guess so.
Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. She jealous.
Uh-huh.
I think I've heard her say more words these last couple days than she's talked in a whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive.
Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself.
You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her.
That's...
It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day. Reading that edgy novel with her.
Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all of her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know.
Alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? Because she's a vampire.
Yeah.
I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage.
You say that like I'm going to hurt her.
Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright?
Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. You! An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth, the lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, last adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. When all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, The legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the true lit sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. A hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find her no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind.
Wow, nihilist.
Yeah, very Nietzschean.
So I found one of those links.
Yep.
HTTPS www.pcgamer.com/Sonic the Hedgehog modded into Dragon Ball Fighters is exactly as ridiculous as you expect. I don't need to click on that. I got it.
Yeah, but you have to watch the video though.
I didn't.
You gotta watch it.
I got it. I feel like I got it.
No.
I don't like Sonic or DBZ. I don't know why you send me this.
Yeah. Anyway.
You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too fuck.
Who's reading now?
You're rubbing off on me. Philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind. That's what I wrote about.
I see. I never really put much thought into it.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose meaning? You know,
there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you would know that better than anyone.
Is it because I'm three-dimensional and you're the 2D fucking sprite?
Hold on, keep looking. You mean one dimension?
You mean one dimension.
That's exactly what she meant. Yeah, that, because you're a human.
Yeah.
And she's two-dimensional.
Yeah.
Anyway, and she knows that somehow.
Yeah.
Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid that it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want you to focus more on everything that went into them, and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Okay, that wasn't nearly as creepy as I thought it would.
No, I was hoping for something really off the wall after that poem. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual.
What, the 3? That's right.
That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
In your books, maybe.
Why are you being mean?
Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here.
Ah. It seems you're right. Sayori did always help lighten the mood a bit, doesn't she?
Sayori oh, that's you.
Sayori always helps lighten the mood a bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance has been thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to, anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on.
She wasn't actually feeling too well, and she went home early.
Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today. I don't want to force it.
Yeah, that's fair. Who? What? What the
That
hell?
curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Wait. Is that my thoughts?
I think
Or am I
those are
saying
probably
that
your
outside?
thoughts.
Calm down, guys.
Calm down, guys.
That was weird.
Yeah.
That was a weird font.
I talked to her earlier, and I think that was just your thoughts. And everything is fine.
But no, my thoughts are... don't have
Yeah.
the name and then...
You're right, that was
Why
different.
was that in italics?
I don't know.
What did she say?
Anyway, we need to figure out what the rest of the festival populate. Yeah.
Let's get it started. Shake. I'm looking for a girl with a body and a sexy strut. Wanna get it poppin', baby, step right up.